Rime of the Frostmaiden, Icewind Dale, Campaign Diaries, February 4th, 2021, Session 6. It is currently Kythorn 1 at 8 p.m. We find our party of adventurers on the road in between Tourmaline and Lonelywood. They have just um, killed most of Torg's wandering caravan. They have not yet found Sefik Caltro. They are looking around. Drax finds some wolf pelts. Um, Guba, the goblin artificer, kind of like uses her weird brand of magic to copy the face of the dead half elf uh, in the in the cart, while the others figure out what to do with the dead bodies. They decide to use the wildfire druid's wildfire spirit to blaze a trail through it, snowdrift, and shove the bodies in there. They're able to do that. They then decide to mark the area. They're going to try to do that. There's trees. They're trying to chop it down. It's kind of hard when all of a sudden they are set upon by Sefik Caltro. He shoots some ice knives, and he misty steps up and he stabs Guba unconscious and takes her hostage, essentially convinces the party to surrender the bodies so that Sefik can sacrifice these bodies to Oriel, the Ice Maiden, because that's what she wants. That's what he's doing. He says, "Come meet me at the Elven Tomb. If you want, bring more bodies. The druid and I will be very happy." And he leaves. The party is sufficiently spooked. Guba is unconscious but stable, and they travel all the way to Lonelywood, where Nimsy Huddle, the wonderful halfling townspeaker of Lonelywood, is very welcoming into her home. Her children are playing around. She offers them cookies. Drax does not like the taste of cookies, so Nimsy doesn't like that. But Guba, the goblin artificer, does eat the cookies and likes them, and whereas perhaps the halfling speaker would have been angry having a goblin in her home, he's partaken in her food, or she's partaken in the food, and that that makes this unwritten agreement. She tells the party that they are welcome to stay at her home for now, and offers them the ramshackle inn, the dilapidated inn, in exchange for destroying the white moose, which has been terrorizing the loggers of Lonelywood. Through a series of amazing rolls by Adrasteia, the human rogue, the next day, they track the white moose straight to the Elven Tomb. They get there, and there's these weird statues. There's this weird gnomon, like crystal sundial thing, but it's a moon dial, but it's the middle of the day. Weird stuff. We don't know. The white moose comes out of the cave and attacks. Down goes Adrasteia. Down goes Drax. Difficult battle. They're trading blows. Guba kind of revives them one at a time with some cure wounds action. Our wildfire druid summons the wildfire spirit, and it does a good job of positioning and transporting the downed characters out of harm's way as the awakened moose is speaking in druidic. Ultimately, Drax hits the killing blow, and the head chops off. Now there's a whole bunch of meat. Adrasteia, the human rogue, crawls into it to take the short rest, like on Hoth climbing into the Tauntaun, because that's what you do. Bumble, our Goliath druid, in her best Scottish accent, and with an aversion to cannibalism, hearing that this moose has been eating people, says, "I cannot eat that moose. It would be resorting to cannibalism," and doesn't like it. So, doesn't partake in that part of the short rest, but the rest of them do. They explore the rest of the Elven Tomb. They get the feeling there's some kind of magical barrier that's keeping them from exploring a whole lot further. They I can't figure it out. They just can't. They're looking through it. It's difficult. They shift some statues. That wasn't the trick. Whatever. Making their way back, they quarter up the moose. Drax is holding the head. They make it back into town almost when they come across a fox and a hare, and the fox is going to try to pounce on the hare, and they watch this little nature show. Bumble, wanting the hare to survive, takes a piece of the meat from this like moose quarter that she's been carrying and distracts the hare just long enough, or distracts the fox just long enough for the hare to escape. Adrasteia the rogue is like, well, shoot, I kind of want to shoot it. So she shoots, rolls a natural 1, accidentally kills the hare. The fox scurries off. There you go. What can you say? It's D&D. They make it back into Lonelywood. They present all of the moose's parts. Nimsy Huddle, the town speaker, is so happy that already she gave these adventurers a quest. They completed it in a half day. They come on back. The white moose is dead. It's a party. She's gonna go bake some cookies. They sell off the rest of the meat to the tavern. The tavern cook, whose name is Hagar, and they can eat and drink for free tonight. Drax, in the meantime, receives the deed for the Ramshackle Inn. He's been told that there was a dead body that was found hanged from the previous innkeeper. That was his body there about a year ago. And Nimsy Huddle, the town speaker, says, well, make sure you clean out the blood stain before you open up. And Guba agrees. Guba is holding on to the deed to the inn. And one other thing. Oh, here we go. Bumble had said after Adrasteia was aiming for the fox but hit the hare, if you were a better shot, you wouldn't have missed by a hair. Excellent. But yeah, so that ends this session 6. At the end of it, this is the next main quest that the party has completed. So they leveled up to level 3. Lonelywood and Bremen are very happy to have these adventurers around because they seem to do good things for the towns. So now we're going to have some interesting things. Our artificer is learning a little bit of alchemy. Our rogue is awakening some kind of psionic energy. Our druid is learning some higher level magic to go along with her fire. Our bardbarian is learning how to be a bit more reckless and sense some danger. And that's where we finished. All right. Have an excellent time. Be good to each other. Take care.